Hey my lovelies and welcome back to Bex Square Gaming. We are doing some more Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. Let's get on with it. Okay, so last time we finished up the Floating Cities DLC, so we're now going to be going into, I think it's the steamships next, isn't it? Yeah, so it's the steamships. So that's what's next. So we've got 3 in that particular DLC. So we're gonna have Solace, Zeppelin, and Titan. So let's start with Solace. We have the money. So USS Solace was a hospital ship of the US Navy, serving during World War II. It played a crucial role in evacuating the wounded after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, and after the war it was sold for civilian service as a Turkish liner Ankara was eventually scrapped in 81. So this should have some decent oldish looking stuff in it. So we have 990, so that's what? That's 3, not quite, but 3, but 7, so it's about 7.5 in total. It's a 3.5 buy-in and the resources. So this is actually, this is worth it. It's got double in contracts and plus on top of that, another chunk on, you know, so it's a pretty good one. So let's just go ahead and get this, shall we? So the next question is this going to be in the normal one, or is this, no, it's going to be over in the bigger one, okay, because it's not there, right, so I guess that's where we're going. Alright. Oh, look at it. Actually, it's way bigger than I thought it was going to be for 3.5 grand. I didn't think it was going to be as big as that. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think it was going to be that big. Oh no, I thought it was going to be smaller. Oh dear. Oh, it's not too big actually. I think that probably could have fit in the other one, but never mind. Let's go to the middle, shall we? Right about here. Okay, let's take this in. Can I? All right. That's a fairly okay size. That's not bad. Get me backed up a bit. There we go. That's actually not bad. That's yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. That could have been worse. It's not as big as I thought initially from the distance, so that's pretty good. So let's do the usual. Let's do our outside scan and pick up all the crud on the outside. I think that's always a good way to go. This is a new DLC. Not new as in out recently. New as in new for me to play. I've not played this DLC yet. So this is us moved on. So I don't know what this is going to bring us. So each DLC seems to have brought us something new each time. So I have no idea what this one is going to bring to us in general. So we'll find out, no doubt. All right. Let's get in there. I think we're just going to do what we always do, which is to start from the top down. I don't think anything's ever going to change on that front. I think that seems to be my usual go-to. As is, apparently, throwing things. Let's start. Ooh. How far away is this? That's doable. That's doable. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is kind of neat. Just clear the deck off a little bit, shall we? Can we go up? I'd like to see what's... If we go all the way up, I'd like to have a look at what's going... Whoa! Okay. Okay. Stuff that I've not had to knock down yet. Well, there we go. That's the first thing I've kind of had to knock down. It's kind of neat. Okay, nothing too exciting. I think this looks like it's going to be fairly easy break-in. Doesn't mean it's going to be an easy ship, but it certainly looks like it's going to be... I'm just wondering what else it's going to throw at us. What's that? Something apparently I'm not allowed to pick up. There we go. Right, let's go back to the... Let's go down here. Let's go back to what we were doing. Let's Let's do this logically, sensibly. Let's move along the top and clear each of the sections as we go, and then we can decide what else needs to go from there. Oh, I was expecting there to be a gap under there. There wasn't. Okay, that threw me. It's just a random plate to nowhere, apparently. I love it. Love it. Alright, I wonder how long this one's going to take us. I mean, do we have any estimates on what people are thinking? Whoa, not quite what I expected. That was more what I was expecting to be under the other ones, but okay. Right, so let's go up a bit. We cleared off that first bit. Run along the... here. So these... Can I get these out quickly? Oh, that was a lot of needles and stuff. That's interesting. So they've added new scrap-esque pieces. I like that. That's kind of neat. When it's been the concept was medical, yeah, like that. See, this concept was medical ships, so I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I like that. Oh, let's go. This is kind of cool. Yes, I am very easily amused. I think we've already worked this piece of information out, really, haven't we? This is nothing unusual. It's like, oh look, Scottish Bex is amused again from something so simplistic as the way something looks. Yes, that's about right for me. Looks like different things have to come out in different order. That's a crane element. Let's get that bad boy away. Ooh. So there are stuff that's going to cause problems. Okay, I think this whole top row is. Good to know. Oh, that one can come out though. Oh, look. Alright, okay, I can get behind this. Let's clear here, shall we? What do we think all these weird funnels on the top are? Thoughts? I don't know, are they meant to be lights or sound or... I have no idea. I mean, it's a medical vessel, so it's not... Shouldn't be, well, I suppose that it depends on how badly behaved the other side is, isn't it? Whether you know. I mean, personally, you shouldn't really be attacking medical vessels, should you? But, as they say, all's fair in love and war. Technically, there are rules to war, but most people don't care about that. I think that's one of my favourite lines from, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think it's when they've crashed on the planet and they're talking about how they're going to deal with the Jem'Hadar that are there. And they're all talking back and forth, and Garrick says something that's obviously makes them all uncomfortable, and O'Brien turns around and goes, yeah, there are rules to war. And Garrick Cardassian turns back and says, no, humans have rules to war, rules that make it harder to win. And you're like, that's fair. Like, that's not wrong. But it made me laugh. Like, it's still one of my favorite ever sort of comments from that. And it's like, oh, that's fair. You know, if you think you're gonna lose, all the rules, you know, that's the true morals of the society, isn't it? If you think you're gonna lose, do you say screw the rules? And, you know, it's definitely concept. Oh, I suppose that's it, isn't it? But that's what they say, isn't it? They say the judgment of a society is not how you treat your people, it's how you treat, like, your prisoners and your vulnerable, isn't it? That's the true taste of a society. You may agree or disagree with that, but, you know. stuff on the top, but there always is, isn't there? There always sort of is. So can't wait to get some of this down. I mean, I like this so far. This is kind of neat. This is quite different, but I think we know I get to that, don't I? We know without being mean. I kind of get a little bit bored of things. I kind of like, oh, I've seen this already. It's fine. So every time we come onto the first ship of a new DLC, I kind of get a little bit excited because it's like, oh, this is different. What's it gonna bring me? You know, and I did like the big ones, but to be honest, I kind of got a bit bored of them, and the last one, just maybe because there was so much going on in my life at the time, took me a while to get through, and I was like, I just want this to be done. I want to go back to... I would rather have more fascinating looking ones that aren't as big than the super big ones that, you know, I don't really need my ships to take forever. I want one that's interesting. So I think for me, like, I don't mind, like, if you're going to do a really big one, something that does resemble the Titanic is definitely going to be way more fascinating because it's such a famous ship. But again, that depends on the person. If you're somebody who's very nautical and you're into that kind of history, there's probably many vessels over the years that for you would think, oh, I'd love to see, or I'd love to do. I'm not particularly, so I think for me, it's not my niche, it's not my genre, so I think for me, I'm just like anything that's sort of semi, yeah, kind of more likely to be like, oh yeah, that's fair, you know? I still love though that they have done ships from many different countries. It's not all just been American, it's not all just been British. There is so many different ships from different places that I like that. I think that's nice. I think that's a nice touch. Slowly coming apart. Oh, crap. Where did that go? Up here. Already missed one. There's already one I can see floating. Alright. Getting there. We're getting the top cleared off quite nice. And that's only taken me 50 minutes so far. But, I don't know how in-depth inside it's going to be. I don't know how tight a space it's going to be. Is it going to be opened more open? Is it not? Yeah, I'm not going to know till I get in. And I probably should do a wander around, but you know me, if I can see it and I can remove it, I like to kind of start that way because it kind of clears everything a little bit. You may or may not agree with that process, but it works for me, so screw it. All right. Oh. That said, no, didn't want it. Like, I can't do it, Captain. A lot of things we can't do, but it's not going to be this. We will get this done one way or another. Actually use too much Scottish slang, mostly because I'm not sure how many people would understand me. If I was being brutally honest, it's just one of those things. I like being Scottish. I love being Scottish. It's part of who I am, and I don't have any problem with that. But obviously, when you are dealing with places and many different cultures will be watching the videos potentially. Well, with luck, not guaranteed. I do acknowledge that, therefore, I have to be careful with how I speak, because not everyone's necessarily going to understand what I'm saying. So, can I get... yeah, let's go up. Right, so this looks like this needs to be cut off. Okay. Oh, that doesn't want to cut. That's interesting. Oh, so I had to cut it and then it just breaks. That's different. Okay. Normally when you have to... whoa. Normally when you have to cut it, it's green element. That was different. I think I've been along here. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna nip out there and grab that I missed with. Oh, I thought I would make it onto there, but I didn't. It was disappointing. But I gave it a good go. All right. Let's see what we've got. Oh, okay. Still need to go along the top, really, don't I? Might as well go along here while I'm here. I think this is technically deck level. What's that noise? Oh, that's steam. See, that's something we really didn't have in the last one. And I'd said to you that I was kind of missing. I missed having the complexity of having the hazards. Like, I missed that. I missed the puzzle of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the big ships were nice and they were fascinating to see, but they didn't have hazards. They didn't have any of that. And for me, that kind of takes some of the puzzle out of the game. And all you're doing is breaking down, whereas for me, I enjoy more of the hazard puzzle element of this game. But that might not be what everyone enjoys the most, so I'm not going to say that that's how it should be, because it's really not about what I want, it's about what the majority of players want. So at the end of the day, I might prefer that, but that doesn't mean that's what everyone's going to prefer. Some people just might want mindless breaking stuff down, and the bigger ships are maybe better for that. Fair. Absolutely fair. If that's what you do prefer, that's... no, can't really argue with that. Okay, let's go along here. Pull these off. It looks a bit big to be life belts, or are they some kind of life raft? I don't know. Oh, they're stretchers. Are they kind of like buoyant stretchers? Okay, I think I know what they are. I think I know what they are. That's fine. Sooner I can get this bit out, the better, because then I can get all of these off the side as well. Okay, let's continue on. No, I need to go down another. There we go. Where are we? There we go. Okay. Oh, whoa. Interesting. Okay, so I think that is everything to deck level sort of looked at. I think at this point then it's going in, but I'm gonna check along here. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do instead of doing that is I'm gonna start up here and start clearing these sections. I think the top sections need to come down first, I think. Other thing I have is I'm wondering if these need to detach. I don't know, we'll find out. Let's... Right, okay. So we do need to take down the bits first. Okay, so let's go in. This looks like the bridge. Okay. Wonder what the collectible is going to be for this one. Whee! Boom. Okay. So I think this doesn't connect to anything else. Nope. So I think we can just lower this section. Oh, apparently I need to push that down first. I would say so. I think we can just break down all of this. So let's go. Alright, let's knock this down and let's have a go. Might not, I was going to say it might not go exactly, because sometimes you've got to have, these side pieces do weird things, don't they? Yeah, the weird shaped ones don't run in a row nicely like the rest of it does. So let's try that again. Oh, it's because these are side pieces that are weirdly shaped. Okay. There we go. Some of them went. It's not as satisfying because it doesn't just go pop, 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 and then come... Whoa! Give me that back. As I was saying, it doesn't just go pop, 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 and then the whole thing collapses. That is way more satisfying when that happens. Like that. That's way more satisfying. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's get all this picked back up. Okay, I think that might be all of it. I don't know if any of it fell down. Oh, yep, some of it fell down here. Let's go get that. Alright, that's that done. So let's get these away. And then we need to cut this side as well and get this side off. See if we can get the other pieces. That should go. That won't go because I don't have connectors to destroy. So there must be some connectors at the bottom. Ah, see, look. These are bigger pieces. These are front pieces. Okay. These are probably going to be the same. Yeah, they are. Okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. A few pieces must have fallen down. That's okay. It's a good start. That's a good start. Okay, so have we got any other higher up pieces to do first? So, give me that. Give me that. There we go. Where's the way up? There's the way up here. Right, so we've taken down that bit. So let's do this bit now, shall we? Communications room, do we think? That looked like communications. That was maybe the communications hub. Right, let's knock it down. Here we go. Oh, that came down nicely. That came down quick and smooth. I love that. Gotta love that. Okay, next bit cleaned up work. I feel like this is going pretty good. I probably jinxed myself there. But yeah, so next one would be whatever's in here. It's going to be the next piece. So let's see what this section looks like it was. It's also, I don't think it's the bridge, but it's something else. It's some kind of operations, I think. Coordination center for, well, say that's sonar and stuff, so maybe it is the bridge. Maybe no, because the bridge would have been at the front. You would have thought the bridge would have been at the front. Maybe it's like a secondary backup, because it is a wartime vessel, so maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Right, we do know that these grey pipes have given us trouble in the past, so I might need to knock them down. So what I could do, I could just drop the sides, and anything that does fall, falls, and if it doesn't, I'm still on the right level to knock it down. So let's go with that, right? Alright, let's go. Alright, that should be us. Let's go. If anything doesn't collapse, we can knock it down. It's not the end of the world. Oh, the roof didn't go. Okay, let's see if we can find out why the roof didn't go. What's still holding? Something is still holding. Where are you? Still standing upright. Where are you? Where are you? Ah, this corner? It's like it's that corner, so let's finish that. Might as well just do these while we're going. You know, useful. Something over here stopped it from collapsing. Other sides? No, that's... Ah, there we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So it looks like all of them came down, so that's fine. I wonder if maybe in some of the later ships they fixed the glitching bits that don't drop, because they were notorious. They were really bad in the submarines. Or not, but then I think, like I said, I think it was more the corner pieces that did it rather than the individual longer pieces, and I don't think there was any corner pieces in that one, so that could be why. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's take this down. Okay, it's another piece done. So I think really that just leaves the top piece we're standing on now. And then that's going to bring everything back to the next level. So let's... I think now we need to work our way through here. Right, well that's just a storage bay. Oh my goodness, okay. Very tight space. Oh, whoa. The other side of the storage, I'm presuming. Let's check that for space sense check. Okay, carrying too much. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to knock a hole out to the side. There you go. I'm just doing a check to make sure this goes where I think it does. So this should be back into the... Yeah, there you go. Back into the space that we'd already accounted for. What's this? Another storage area. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so all we now need to do is account for... What do we think these are going to be? Toilets? Rooms? What do we think? I'm thinking with a window, probably small rooms. Oh, changing rooms. Okay. Kind of no idea what this would have been. Storage space? Closets of some kind? I don't know. Okay, either way, we've accounted for all of this space. Oh! Alright, that's what I'm going to do. And do that. Make life a little easier. Okay, so let's go down and clear forward, and we get to here. So these look like tiny little cabins. Private living spaces, maybe? Seated areas, dining areas. Why would you have closed? Oh, for I suppose they have lots of doors so that if there's a contagious space, they can seal away a room. Maybe. Bit of peace and quiet as well, so that... Weird? Not... Yeah, just a little bit. It's like some of them have seats, some of them have... It's a bit weird. Not sure entirely how that would work, but alright. Okay. Larger open plan space. Let's hack through. Nothing here that's too exciting. Come down here and break off at this level. It's probably wiser. And you pick it up when it comes to this stage of it. What's in here? Another sort of control area, maybe? I think that was down the stairs from one of the other ones that I dropped. Don't worry about any of this yet. There's nothing here that's... These are not pipes. These are the other types of pipes. So I'm not worried about these yet. Alright. Come on. Break it down. Right. I mean, we could do it in sections. This bit here. If we run back and do all of this backwards, we can then get all of these out. Maybe that's the way to do it. Let's do that, shall we? Actually, I can probably just run along and... Yeah, I can do that, actually. I can just run along and drop it, can't I? Let's do that. let's go. Then we can start getting these out. What did you get overly excited about? Alright, finish getting the rest of this. I'm not as fussed about the ones at the back, because they're not blocking my ability to throw to the truck, but these ones are, so... I would like these ones out my way, shall we say. Alright. So what else have we got in this section? Nothing exciting so far. And then we've got another... Oops. Another section here. And no way across. So this, yeah, this is where it pauses. And then... Okay. So do we want to do... Let's just do the same over here. Let's just bring these down, right? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I love the fabric look of what's over them. That's quite neat, actually. Right, run round. Let's throw this over. Somewhere. So terrible. We're like, where is it? Where's the truck?
हेलो, क्या हाल है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Alright. That should be them. That should be them removed. Which is what we kind of needed, to be honest, wasn't it? We kind of needed to strip that back. So let's see where we're going next, right? So I think we need to break our way in here. Oh. Yeah, this is where we got to. It was the other side, wasn't it? Oh, down the damn wall. There we go. I get so easily frustrated. Right, so through here next. You know what? Wait. Can't see if there's anything on the other side of that wall, and I don't like the fact that I can't see if there's anything on the other side of that wall. Let me have a look. Go in from this side, just because... I don't think there is. I think we're okay. I think that's... I think that's this wall here. I think we're fine. Yeah, it was. It's just, we've had this before. The majority of the time there's never anything on the other side, but we did discover last time that they did put pipes above one of them once, and it was like, oh, you sneaky gits. Do you know what we haven't seen? This came out after the floating cities, right? We haven't seen any safes. Now, I'm assuming there wouldn't be, except for maybe the captain's quarters. I don't know. I'm not fussing over too much of it. I'm just trying to see what's in these spaces. It's like always, I'm trying to account for any potential heavy objects, or things that might get destroyed if they fall. Other than that, I'm not really fussing down too much about what's where. That's interesting. Ah, okay. I can't reach load. Okay, so this here is blocking it. There you go, that can go. There we go. That should be the last one as well that accounts for all of that space. I think we've accounted for everything on this level, so I'm quite happy with this, actually. Probably need to break that down again as well, like I did in the other one. It was not double layers, which I liked on the other one, but that is... I'll just have to live with that. That's... Okay. So the question is, do I want to go along and break down all these walls, or do I just want to go screw it and let's go to the next level? I might just go to screw it, let's go to the next level. Because it's not a lot to drop in one go. I'm not overly worried about it, I think, to be honest. I think I've accounted for everything that I need to account for. I'm not overly worried about what's going to be here. It might be better dropping the next layer if there's less walls. Maybe. So let's do that. I don't know how this bit works. This might be winched out. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Okay, is this... right, okay, so this is the stage we want to get to. This is the floor we want to get to, because this is where it's like everything from here is using the winch. So this is the section you want to get to. Okay, so we're good. We got to where we wanted to get. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the arse. Do you know what it might be worth doing? It's just... Can we just... run along here and drop the sides here? What I might do, I haven't done all of this, I've just kind of done to there. I might actually nip down and see if I can get this piece out, because this is the piece that could cause me some issues. So let's get in here and try this piece, right? So let's have a look. Okay. Get these pieces out. It's going to make things a little bit easier. Come on. So I'm not worried about them collapsing now. Okay, so... let's go through. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's less walls here, I think. Overall. Quite neat, actually. All the sort of surgical stuff. That's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, no, we're getting into more spaces. Ugh. I'm just trying to work out what's going to be the easiest way to deal with this. Let's see if we can... How do I cut the front of this off? This is where my brain is going. I think if I can see what's happening at the front, I can then make a decision about where I want to drop to. I think that's maybe work that out. Am I going completely along the top? Am I not? Am I separating it as in top and sides? What is the direction I want to go with this one? So that's what we need to work out. So this is what this is going to let me do. I make a cut through section. That's going to help me. Ah, see? Could be interesting. Okay, okay. I don't think it's going to be a 2-second job. I think it's not going to be like a 2-minute ship. It's not going to be a case of we've done it in an hour or 2 hours. I mean, we've been going for sort of about an hour or so, including intro, probably just under an hour. So, loading time and intro, because obviously when I'm loading the ship, that takes a few minutes and things. So, yeah, so probably actual dismantling time, probably only about 45 minutes, but yeah. This is probably going to be... Depends on how many layers there is here. What are we thinking? 3.5 hours? In total? So we should be about a third of the way through. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's closer to 4. You don't really know until you start getting into the nitty-gritty, do you? Clear some of this. Interesting. Interesting, that piece moved. That's nice. Okay, I can't get to that piece yet. Pick that back up. Up. Or fall straight back through. That works too. Squeeze. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Would you just... Ooh. That's annoying. Right. Interesting. Get in here. A maze though, isn't it? Like, follow it around. Okay. So this is Yeah, okay. Not sure best way to tackle this. My brain is... I thought it was going to be one way, and then my brain went, no. Let's have a look at... I still need to finish clearing up there, but I just want to see what is potentially down here. Oh, okay. So this is the rooms that they kept the patients in. Okay. There. Right. Okay, okay. Get my head around this. Get my head around this. Yeah, I think what I need to do is separate off the sides, which is the first bit I need to do. Right, so I've been going along, guys, and it's dawned on me that these pieces don't sit on one, so if I drop those floors, these pieces here are gonna stay, not the roof bit, this bit here, so I'm gonna have to bring these down as well, so I'm gonna knock them down as I knock the sides away. Alright, let's go. I've taken the sides down here just so it's easier to throw to make this gonna make it easier for throwing to the truck in the long run. It's kind of my thought process. Because this bit keeps getting in the way, so. Oh, we're not coming down. We're not coming down. Apparently we're not coming down. Okay. What's holding it on and where? Along and find out, shall we? Oh, we stopped somewhere around here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it makes it throwing so much easier. So let's go along and clean all that up, shall we? Right, one side down. I don't need to drop the roof on the other side, but I do just need to take these bits here because they will not come down when the rest of it comes down. So let's get these down at least. Okay, so I have removed the edges and I have just taken the first top layer off. I'm not taking more than that because we still need to go and clear this layer first. So I want to do that, but I just wanted to get the first cuts done because they're not the nice double pieces that we had in the bigger vessels. So I need to make sure that it's easier to do. So let's go in. Let's go in and go through. Let's see what we can find. Looks like canteen. Oh, I clipped that. I clipped that. Oh, I must have missed with another box. There's one there as well. Alright. I see another one somewhere. I thought I saw another one flashing there. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just before it hit the ship. Must have been. Okay. Alright. Let's continue searching. Alright, so let's get through this back end here. So this is the canteen, okay? I like the big kind of pillars they've got in the middle. That's kind of neat, actually. What is that? A stove? Do we think? I like how everything's like metallic and stuff, so that because of it being a hospital ship and potentially having viruses and things, they can easily wipe the surfaces. That's a sensible idea. Let's go down a bit. Okay, there's stuff around. Okay, so this takes us to here. Okay, so this just kind of loops round. Okay, good to know. Might knock a hole in here. Interesting. So some kind of lounging area. I'm not expecting there to be many of those types of areas because at the end of the day... Oh, there we go. It's the galley. At the end of the day... it's a war ship. It's not a cruise ship. It's not a holiday vessel. So probably bathrooms. Yeah, there you go. Okay. What's through here? This is just up to... Ah, right, yes, okay. And this is through to here, and then what's through here? Some kind of storage. The freezer spaces. Okay, okay, I got you, I got you. That makes sense. Okay, so through to the next area then, because we've accounted for all of that. Get through the damn wall. Alright, ooh, interesting. Alright, so that's those squares in the middle. Oh, I hear that. Maybe down a floor? It's, Alright. You all know what that is. That's a cut point for one of the pipes. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, so there's pipes here somewhere. Right, need to find it. Is it through? No, might be down. We can find a way down. Down here. Let's swing down and round and see if we can find where those pipes are, shall we? Come on, let me through. Further forward, that's a sort of laundry-esque space. This way, maybe? I see pipes. I see. So where is it? Right, well, it must be on the other side, so we're gonna have to go looking for it, I think. The pipes won't come back this way, so it must be on the other side, so that's fine. We'll come down the other side and see what that gives us. What we can hear is the pipes, the burst pipes with the steam escaping. Okay, that's fine. That's good to know. Alright, cleared all of this out, right? Yeah. Okay, so go through here. And through here, I think. I like that floor. That's cool. It's like the metal riveted floor things. You know what I mean? I know what I mean by that. Yeah. Have a lot of playgrounds over here when I was a kid. Let me through. I hate those doors. Those doors are a nightmare to get through. Let's have a look. Alright. Find that dam. It's around here somewhere, right? Why am I carrying too much? Oh, because that was, I dropped that, right? So we were thinking that if we go down here somewhere, is there a down here somewhere? We might find those steam pipes. That was my thought. This is just an empty space. Excellent. Okay. Find this. Well, there's gas pipes. Oh! That was handy. Go round, shall we? I'm just trying to find those steam pipes. Or not. I don't know at this point. Let's go back up. Okay. Right, well. Problem is, to get to them, I need to attack them from this side, so not entirely sure. Trying to work out where they are. There we go. So, pipe. They go through there, right? Right, so let's go up here. Okay, so let's go up here, right? And go along to say maybe here. Can't work out where the hell those pipes go through. See it there? I'm just going to throw that for a minute. Hey, was through here, right? Just stop there. No, it was down. Oh, but it's through there. Goodness. Oh, it's such a fight to find this damn steam pipe. Yeah, and then it comes back. No, so that's where it goes down. Been in there, have I not? I cannot find for the life of me where these steam pipes are going. This is so confusing. Oh, I'm just so confused. Nope. Nope. I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to just... I can't for the life of me work out where the hell these steam pipes are. Oh crap, don't want to go through there. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Found ya. Well, that took a bit. But I found it. So I can go back upstairs now and continue on with what I was doing. Find my way back somehow. There we go. Alright. So I had been working my way through here. I think the upstairs is clear though. I think this is the layer I was working on. I'm just going to double check. And the floor above, yes. So it's this floor I'm working my way through. Right. Power spaces, okay. Not overly worried. I'm not worried about certain stuff falling. I'm more really just getting a feel for what's in the spaces and what's available. Bedrooms. And looking for things that I don't want the crane to pick up. So obviously we don't want to lose heavy elements that might fall, but we also don't want to lose things that it might lose, which would be the Safes, I think. If I could find some English. Yep, the safes. That would be the word I'm looking for. Such tight squeeze in here. Then it has to be. They've got to get as much operation out of one as they can, don't they? So that's not really a surprise. Right. So we've now accounted for that floor. That floor is now completely accounted for. Where I've dropped, I was going to say, I know I dropped a couple of boxes. I'm not happy that I did it, but I did it. Let me back to that. Oh, crap. Here, 3. It's another box, right? No. Only one box that I abandoned? I thought I abandoned 2. Maybe it was only one box I abandoned. Okay. Right. So that's this floor accounted for. So we kind of need to start working on the next one. So I think the first thing we need to do is... There is some heavy elements under here, I think. Check. Yeah, so I think I want to drop... I think the heavy elements start from the floor below, so I think I want to drop this to this floor so that I can just knock the floor, but we'll see. So let's start bringing down these floors. Okay, so I have taken down the walls, but it's still not collapsed, which makes me think something is holding it up. It could be this. Not sure entirely what's holding it up, but we're going to find out. I think it's this. Pretty solid pipes to keep holding all of that up, to be fair. Alright, let's see. No. Okay. What is holding it up then? Alright, let's see if we can work out what's holding it up. Okay, so there's no floors. Maybe a side, maybe these side pieces. Let's see if this takes it down. Well, I took that bit down. Alright, idea what's keeping this up. What's keeping this up? Let's try, this. Okay, maybe this piece? Nope, is there other half pieces at the bottom? Let's go have a look. Because something is holding this bad boy up. Yep, let's try this. Or these pieces. Look, I will find you. Nope. Oh, crud. What on earth is keeping this up? Like, seriously, what is holding this up? Now let's try split it in half, see if that helps. Something is holding it up, but I just don't know what. Okay, so let's see if we can split this here. If one half goes, then we know it's something on the other half. If they both stay up, then there's something at either side. That is my logic. Hey, there we go. That's one half come down. Okay, so... Oh, look at that. Alright. So it's these pieces here. Like these type of pieces that have been doing it. Okay. Alright, so there must be something... Oh. Somewhere along here as well then. Yeah? Oh, I have no idea. I'm just taking guesses at this point. I have no idea what's holding this up. We got one half down, that's something. Let's clean this up first, shall we? Okay, so now that we've cleaned all of this up, we need to find out what is still keeping these up. So let's see. It shouldn't be these. It absolutely should not be these, but you know what? Let's humor it. So this is the last set of stairs. Nope. Didn't think it would be. It shouldn't be these either, although sometimes... so there's already half pieces floating around that might be causing chaos somewhere. I mean, I don't know potentially what's keeping it up. That's the issue. Right. Well, it's not those half pieces. So let's see, what else could be potentially holding this up? I don't see how it would be these half pieces because they're not in the edges. Usually it's half pieces on the edges that cause problems, not half pieces. Oh, poopies. Okay. Well, that's those half pieces down. Oh, almost fell down there. Right. What do we think? What do we think could be holding all of this up? I have no idea. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it in half again. And see... Right, so let's go up here, right? I wonder if it's these half pieces. Surely it's not those half pieces, right? Oh, might actually be. Okay, is there other sort of bits like that farther down? No, maybe not. Is that a half piece there? No, I don't think that's a half piece. What I want to do, I'm just going to go along and drop this. Ah, here you go. This might be doing it. Well, it's not that. So I'm just like, what's holding this up? At this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna kill something. Come on. Something is holding this up, but what is holding this up, I don't know. Come on, hit it. I knew what was holding that up. Well, it ain't that. Like, so frustrating. It's so frustrating that something is holding it up and I don't know what. This half piece, maybe? No. I'm gonna end up at this rate just taking all of it down, just bit by bit. Not gonna be those half pieces up there, right? Surely not. Surely not, right? Oh, there's a half piece there. And there. This rate, I would have just been quicker going at the floor below. I don't know at this point. It's starting to annoy me. Half pieces there. be them because they're... Yeah. Oh, I don't know at this point. Nope, that just threw that randomly out there. Okay, well, look like this, right? Okay, so we've now got... This piece is now completely just floating. As is this piece. So there's definitely something. I am so confused. There we go. Why did me taking this piece down make that piece... Oh, okay. That was a new level of bizarre. Okay, I'm not at all confused. Are you kidding me? This one piece was holding it all up. Okay, well, no comment on the chaos. No comment on the chaos. Alright, just took me a while to find that, but I found it. So, I guess we need to clean up now. Now that I've found the piece that was holding everything up. Right, so let's start this cleanup, guys. Now that I know where it is and what it is and the fun that is this game. I do love this game. This game has been a lot of fun, actually. It is frustrating when the physics decide they don't want to play ball, but it's life. You know, no, it's a game. No point in losing your rag. Like, let's go. Alright, we have done the cleanup. So, the ship actually looks quite long, but I don't think it really is as long as it seems. It's one of those things that's perception, isn't it? Right. So time to start kind of maybe working on getting to the lower decks. So let's pull this off, shall we? Let's start here. I can't believe it took me 20 minutes to, not quite, but almost, to find what was holding that up and clear the rest of it off. That's hilarious. That was, yeah. Alright, let's get back up there. Okay, so let's get these out. So that was the whole point of dropping this layer, was I saw there was a load of various things throughout this section that were heavy elements. So let's get the heavy elements out, shall we? As we come across them. There we go. But so the other thing we potentially need to do is run along and separate this top as well. So let's do that. It looks quite good. It looks like it's coming away fairly easy. So I'm not sure. I'm not expecting too much. You can see all the cut points, which is going to be easy to, I think, to go along and release some of that. I think you still need to cut the piece below, the floor below, to release. Oh, maybe not, because I didn't do that at the front there, did I? Maybe not. Oh, missed that. This is just barking at somebody leaving the house. I know when anybody comes or goes, when neighbours get parcels. I know everything that goes on in the street thanks to my dog. It's great. Right, let's run down here and cut some of the sides away, shall we? Let's do that. Let's just... You can clean up as we go. And it should... Let's see if it releases the side when we... Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. So it's tight space, but it's going. It's going. The next one, this piece hopefully will release. I'm expecting them all to release. If the first one did, the rest will. If I can get these off, it's going to make throwing to the truck a little bit easier as we go forwards. My initial thought had been to take it forward and to go back in sections, but actually... This is working out okay, to be fair. Let's go back a little bit. Where's the truck? It's there. Okay. Oh, well, that's gone up there. I'll get that afterwards. Let's finish doing this side. I'm not necessarily needing to run along, but I might as well just run along the other side, I suppose. I was just thinking I don't really need to. Front that I need off to be able to throw stuff. Might as well though, I suppose. Ah! Did what I always do, which drives me nuts. This is making it a bit easier. Although that's a lot of walls that are going to need to be detached because this is not a detachable floor section. So they'll stay up when I do the drop. That is a little bit annoying. But we've been there. We've bought the t-shirt, worn the t-shirt, worn out the t-shirt, bent the t-shirt. That's fine. Right. Alright, come on. Let's go. Cut. Yeah. There's something very satisfying about when it all just disconnects as you go. There's something very satisfying about that. know that you've been doing it right, and, you know, there's something tremendously satisfying about that. So let's go pull some of this off. And my thought process behind that is, like I say, to make things easier to throw to the truck. Plus, it's less hull pieces to deal with at the end, I suppose, isn't it? That's the other way of looking at it, isn't it? I might need to move the truck. Or not. It's going to go over the truck. Nice. Okay, that makes life easier. This was a medical ship, right? If memory serves. Alright.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। हेलो, क्या हाल है? कोई बात नहीं।
Alright. Time to start working our way through the lower levels now. We start at the back. I think that makes sense. So what have we got? Let's see, what have we got? Well, we're letting the crane do its thing. What have we got? So, our space. Another kind of control area. Okay. Storage spaces. Electrical storage spaces. Okay. Right, let's go through to the truck. What have we got? Okay. Oh, okay. Some kind of... interesting. Sure about the orange, but alright. Get my way. I'm just gonna have to just keep making ways out so I don't have to keep running all the way back through. I think is the easiest way to deal with this. Like so. Doesn't feel like you've gone through much. Alright, so what's on this? Is there something on this side then? I think not. I think this probably just goes out, right? Yes, okay. That's what we're trying to account for. So we've accounted for everything forward to this point. Let me through it. Come on. There we go. Like beds, observations. Is this supposed to be so you can observe them from the window? Oh, that's neat. Alright. That stairs up. Which we can utilize right now. Where are you? There you are. Alright. Yeah, did what I usually do. It's so annoying that I do that. I'm not gonna lie. don't know, does anybody else find they continuously do that? Is this just a me thing? Am I just semi-useless? Or does everybody else do that thing? Where they accidentally throw it instead of knocking things down? Right. Carrying too much. Good to know. Oh, look. Ha 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 ha. Nice, that works. That's one way of doing it. I'm not stressing too much about all the pipes and stuff. They can come down when the ship comes down. It's not the end of the world. I'm just kind of more wanting, like always, to account for the space. Don't get me wrong, some of them I'll move just because they might, like this, they might get in my way, so I'd rather just clear them. The one's on the roof, not really. I think is this just going to outside? Let's find out. I think it does. Yeah, it does, that's fine. Okay. Every freaking time. I do want to knock the corner pieces because they do tend to have issues. Oh, so is that the trick with the doors? You just need to take a slight step back and hit it from slightly further afield. Is that the trick to getting through the doors? Never thought to try that. I don't know why I've never thought to try that. Probably impatience more than anything else. Alright, let's see. Ooh, nice. So it's like medical stuff. That's fine. This is the bees that we were looking at through the windows. I don't think they're going to be a problem. They're, oh, for goodness sake. I'm not seeing corner pieces. Oh, no, that's a corner piece. So let's knock that piece down. Let's go through this. I feel like I've done loads and yet I'm only about here. Okay. Shows you how your brain works, how deceptive it is as you're walking forward. Look at that, if I take a step back, it seems to work a bit better, actually. Good to know. Stairs up there, so let's see if I can get to them. So gonna be, let's see what this goes to. I think this is just gonna go to outside, but again, I'm just trying to keep checking to make sure I am accounting for all the space. That's the main aim here. Yes, that looks like it. We're almost level with the truck, which means we should be about halfway down. Don't feel it, but hey-ho. Done it again. This time, since I'm close to the ship, I'll just ship. Oh, close to the truck. I'll just nip out and shunt it. Oh, bath space. Oh, with hoses and... Oh, that's not good. Who are we hosing down? Why are we hosing them down? Is this actually partially a... Is this secretly a torture ship and not actually a medical ship? It's like, how can we torture them today? Yes, let's hose them down in the bathtub. Saying that, if you're burning up, they do put you in ice baths, don't they? Alright, give me... And this is exactly why we're going through. What's in here and how do we get in here? Just one of them. Okay, that's fine. Nothing to worry about in there. Okay, how do I up? Oh look, that's where the pipes come down. Okay, so the pipes come down here. But I've already dealt with that, I think. I think this was... Yeah, followed the pipe through... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've dealt with those steam pipes. There's no steam coming out of the brakes, so I'm assuming that's the steam pipe I turned off already, so... We're fine. I was pretty sure I was, because I've already turned off some gas pipes and I've already turned off some steam pipes. And I need to be more careful for obvious reasons with the gas pipes, because they explode, but yeah, I'm not overly stressing at this point. There we go. Alright. That's fine, that can go. Just so I know I've dealt with that. I'm not going, oh, there's a pipe, I don't know what I'm doing with. You know, it's fine, we know that. I really need to be knocking all of this down, but yeah, I'm just kind of... So we've accounted for all of this. This is fine. So we're up to here now, all fully accounted for. Not a problem. Is stuff in there that we need to go take a look at. How did that go? Right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's that? It's up here somewhere. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's go through here. This is kind of, for me, the exciting bit of the ship. Kind of going through and seeing what it was used and, you know, all of that. That's kind of the... I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. I think I agree with the viewer who said that using the magnet kind of takes a little bit of that away from you. And yeah, I think oh, that didn't go very far. I might have to fix that. I can see what they were talking about. Absolutely. That's an up there. Okay, we can take advantage of that. I don't know why I'm knocking all of these down. I just am. Shits and giggles, maybe. Right, I need to go get... Alright. Let me get that back. That was good. That made me juggle a lot. I like that. That's me when I do stupid stuff. I love it when I do stupid stuff. So where did that other... There it is. I was going to say, where did the other one go? So it did actually make it over and off. It just didn't make it to the truck. It just fair enough. Right. Isolation space? Or beds for the actual doctors, do we think? Who knows? Who knows? There was something I was going to check. Yes, here. Well, maybe not. Thought stepping back would fix it. But I guess not. Maybe I'm... Ugh! Pain in the ass. Right. That. So what's in here? So that's that room we were looking at a minute ago. That's fine. This brings us back to here, which I've already counted at. That's fine. Ooh, a laboratory. It was laboratory, not lavatory. Somewhere for research, not somewhere for peeing. So let's go. I do appreciate with my accent, it's not always clear what I'm saying, but yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they feel they need to pee into some test tubes, I'm sure they could, but I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, some of them probably are, for the sake of research and curing illness, if it's a, that kind of vessel. But yeah. That would be a TMI moment, and I don't think any of us really want to know. I like the I like how each time they've added in new assets, sort of graphical assets. I quite like the fact that this is like got all of the medicine and stuff. That's quite neat. Right, so we've counted for all of this along to here, into here. I'm presuming this is the side out here, so let's just double check. If it is, then we've accounted for all up to this point, which is fine. Yes, we have. That is absolutely fine. So we've accounted for everything to here. Right, so let's get that out of my bags. This is stuff, obviously, that came down from above. And I'm going to assume that that is into the room in there. Let's just double check. It should be. And it is. Okay, so we have now accounted for everything on this floor, I believe. So we should... Oh. Have I accounted for in here? Yes, I have. Okay. So that should be us able to drop a level now. Obviously, not going to go through the hassle, but what I will do is separate the sides. Problem with that is I'm probably going to have to go along here and release the edges, so to be able to get to the sides to do it, but we'll do that. Let's go. Alright, so hopefully this should be the majority of these sides that's going to allow me to then run and actually separate the sides like that. So 2 seconds, let me just this is the front portion. I think I still have got a little bit of the back portion to finish, but I think the majority of it is there. Just going to allow me to do this, the floor side separation, which is what we really need to release the hull, isn't it? So let's go down and check. So that's the front bit. That's fine. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... Might as well. I'm not going to do it all the way down, just that bit. Right, so this should be all of this. Let's go down. Yeah, I should be able to release all of this. So just got this bit at the bottom, I think. Yeah, so let's get this down. Alright, so that is this section. So let's break down... Actually, no, let's go from halfway point and go backwards, shall we? Alright, let's see if I did this right. Let's go. And off we go, off we go, off we go. Let's see where it stops. Nice. Okay. That right? It went all the way down. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love that. They're so satisfying when it does that, isn't it? It's just incredibly satisfying when it does that. Right, so I think the next thing I need to do is basically rinse and repeat on this side. I need to, before I can drop the floors out, I need to take these panels out. So I think that's the plan. Let's run around and do that. All right, well, let's just do it. And we're going to leave this part here, guys. Look out for tomorrow for the next half of it, and you will see it. A big shout out to everyone who does subscribe to us. Thank you so much, and especially to our amazing members. It's really appreciated what you do, and we'll see you in the next part. All enjoy.